What's up everyone? Another quick update for today. So I spent a lot of today implementing some new enemies. So I had some enemies already drawn out and spent some time kind of figuring out how to get them all into the game efficiently. So it was some time spent on that. A lot of these enemies are basic melee enemies and they follow the same rules traditionally, but I did also update the movement code a little bit. Before, enemies generally only move down if you were on the same vertical axis as them, but now they will move down vertically or horizontally, just depending on what decision the enemy makes. I'm still not totally content with it, because what happens is that if you get them stuck on a behind a wall, they don't really move, so it kind of slows down the pace of the game. So as you can see, I've also implemented a ranged enemy. So the way this one works is that if it's on the same y-axis as you on its turn, it'll fire a projectile and it won't move. Otherwise it will try to move into the same y-axis as the player. Overall it does add another layer of elements that the player has to be careful of. I also spent some time trying to figure out a good, I guess, time interval between player movements, because right now, or at least before, what happened was that if there was too many enemies on the screen, the game would slow down a bit, and it made it very hard to dodge the ranged projectiles. So I've been kind of tweaking that, and I think it's at a good place now, depending on how many enemies are on the screen. I still want to play around with it a bit more, but for now it's okay. Another thing I added in was that right now, or at least previously, the player would just die and there would be no way to really maintain or heal health. But now what happens is that the player has health, and there are ways to heal yourself if you pick up a health potion. So for example, these hearts, and picking them up usually heals you up at least one, or set it up so that depending on how much you want to be healed, that flexibility is there. So the next step that I want to add is kind of add in a basic UI to at least show what's happening in regards to health. I also want to look into implementing weapons. Right now there's just one simple weapon that you basically start off with, and while it is strong, I think it makes enemy design a bit limited, because I have to kind of consider that all enemies must die to one hit. So I want to spend some time working on that. I also want to kind of add in a way so that it's easily visible to tell when it's the enemy's turn. Right now I kind of had to hope that it's, or at least mentally track whose turn it is to kind of figure out if I'm gonna get hit or not, and that's a little difficult to track at times. But I want to look into adding a tell, maybe an outline or something to say that yeah, it's the enemy's turn. So that's where I'm at today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.